Listen, I don't want any more bullshit.
What's up, bullshit free gang? It's your man, Harkon and Shala at your motherfucking service. As always, I want to welcome you to the one and only Bullshit Free Colts podcast, and this is a quick special edition, quick hit podcast for you guys. I just want to tell you something really quick. Ignore the sports media when it comes to the move that Jim Irsay made to hire Jeff Saturday as the interim head coach. Let me tell you why. All right, first off, let me preface all this by saying, I'm not saying that the people who cover the Colts, the men and women who cover the Colts in the sports media are bad people. I mean, there may be a couple of them that are bad people. Obviously, Dan Dockich is an asshole, but the rest of them, I'm not saying they're bad people, okay? However, you need to realize that their only interest when it comes to the Colts is what makes a good, compelling story for them to talk about, for them to write about, for them to podcast about, for them to text about, etc., etc. Does that make sense? And I mean whether it's local or national, especially these national clowns. Give me a fucking break. I promise you, without a fucking media guy, these motherfuckers couldn't even name 5 players on the Colts. They don't have the slightest fucking idea what's happening in Indianapolis with this team and organization. You feel me? They have the same job as everybody else, which is to get attention and viewerships on their fucking show. So when you have steel jaw ass Bill Cowher coming on, moist eyes and jaw jutted out as if he's about to say something with the gravitas of a world event, he's like, this is a travesty and a tragedy no matter how it turns out. Now, how the fuck stupid does that sound? Like, how stupid can you be, Bill? So if Jeff Saturday takes this team to the Super Bowl and wins it, you're telling me it's still a fucking travesty? Is that what you're telling me? That what you're telling me, Bill? Let me ask you this, Bill. Did you take any journalism classes? Did you take any telejournalism classes? Did you fucking intern behind the scenes at the network so you could work your way up and learn broadcast journalism? Did you? Did you make your bones waiting for your turn and then somebody get fired and you get passed over because you were next up? Or did somebody just decide, hey, I think Bill Cowher has the experience, the knowledge, and the gumption to just jump on fucking TV and start talking about NFL football? Because that's exactly what the fuck happened with Jeff Saturday. Only in your case, you weren't no motherfucking interim host, were you? So whether it's him or fucking Stephen A. Smith or all the rest of them, I have nothing against them. I'm just telling you, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But even more important than that, they don't fucking care one bit. It's just something to weigh in on in order to get attention and to try to get people who might feel the way they do to say, yeah, I'm going to start watching more now because we agree. Or, boo, I disagree, so I'm going to go on Twitter and start talking about Bill Cowher and make him trend. You feel me? Don't fall for this dumb shit, folks. Because I guarantee you, if Jeff Saturday did take this team to the Super Bowl and win it, Bill Cowher and all the rest of their monkey asses will be the first ones running on the field talking about, Coach, can I get a minute? Coach, they all bet against you. They all doubted you, but you did it, Coach. And I believed in you. What a story, Coach. What do you want to say to the doubters and the haters? Tell them, Coach, look into that camera and hold up that Lombardi. And you see what I'm saying? The fuck out of here. Just like Greg Doyle's clown ass. And I like Greg. He's a good columnist. I like his stuff. I agree with him a lot. But this motherfucker, like 2 weeks ago, was like, yeah, Matt Ryan is awful. He's terrible. He's washed up. And 1 week ago, he was like, oh, this is a fucking clown show. Irsay hiring Saturday's a clown show, and it's embarrassing, and they're the laughing stock, and it's the worst thing that ever happened, and everybody in that building ought to be pissed off. And then 1 week later, after they win, Doyle's like, yeah, this is great. This one's for all you critics. Fuck you. Jeff Saturday's the man. Jeff Saturday's Jesus reincarnated. Get the fuck out of here, Greg. Come on, homie. I like you, but come on, man. They just want attention. That's all it is. Don't fall for the bullshit, Regang. Don't fall for the bullshit. They get paid to get clicks. This is what they're about. And because of that, their filter is they are paying attention to things that really don't pertain to what's on the field, the actual product. So they don't have the same focus that a Colts fan has. Colts fans are concerned about what the fuck's going on that's going to help my team fucking win, right? That's what we care about. They don't really care about that as sports media. What they care about is what makes a good story. How can I frame whatever happens into a good, compelling story that will get attention? So the firing of Frank Reich and the hiring of Jeff Saturday as an interim head coach for the last 8 games, right? Notice the sports media, all they focus on is the press conference, the craziness of the press conference, the sensational nature of the press conference, the fact that the move is unprecedented and it's unconventional, and they go on and on about how this is an embarrassment to the organization, and they're talking about what other people are talking about around the league and other sport writers and sports media, and what's being said about Jim Irsay in the front office and what people think about the move. Who gives a flying fuck what all those people think, believe, or say? As a Colts fan, we don't give a damn. All we're interested in is our team winning, getting closer to winning a Super Bowl, right? That's all we give a fuck about. Who cares how it looks? What we should be concerned with is what does it produce? What is the outcome of the move? And I would just say this. I believe that the outcome of Jim Irsay hiring Jeff Saturday as the interim head coach, because let me tell you, believe you me, it was Jim Irsay that made that hire, not Chris Ballard and Jim Irsay. Jim Irsay just made the decision and basically informed Chris Ballard, this is what we're getting ready to do. You feel me? Trust me, all we should care about is what is the outcome. And the reason I believe this is going to be a net positive outcome is because of one or two things is going to happen. Either Jeff Saturday's going to be the guy who can get this turned around and possibly be the head coach that can move forward with this team, take them to a Super Bowl and win it, or he's going to fill in for 8 games, be able to give Irsay and maybe Chris Ballard, if he's still around, some good intel from a very knowledgeable, informed, objective, unbiased source, so that they can go out and make the right moves, or at least Jim can go out and make the right moves to bring in the right head coach and possibly the right new general manager. Okay? We're going to find out one way or another some things. So whether Jeff Saturday is really successful as a head coach in terms of getting wins, or he isn't all that successful but is able to glean some really valuable information and give it to Jim Irsay as feedback, it's going to be positive for us as Colts fans, because it's going to lead to the Colts being a better team and eventually winning another Super Bowl down the road. So that's all we should give a fuck about. Don't worry about the sports media and all the hysterics that they're in based on what people think outside. Oh my God, people are laughing at us. Oh my goodness, who gives a fuck? Y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong in the comments. I will see y'all in the next one. Till then, let's go out and win another fucking Lombardi, baby. Peace.